Welcome back, guys. I'm Mellow7, and this is our, I guess, mandatory year-end review, right? Everybody at this time of year has to have their year-end review, right? The best of the year, the worst of the year, our top 10 lists. What are we going to do next? All that good stuff. Well, ours is going to be pretty basic. We're going to talk about essentially my first year here in YouTube and how it's gone. And right now, I think it's going okay. You can see right here on this page in our last 28 days down here in our analytics, we've got 20,000 hours of watch time, 3,000 views. We've gained almost a subscriber a day over the last 28 days. And our estimated revenue would be $768 if, in fact, YouTube gave me ads and if, in fact, they didn't block every single one of my videos for being ineligible for general advertising. I haven't made a penny since the ad apocalypse, by the way. I made $12 before that, not a penny since then. A combination of two things. One is there's just not enough ads to go around, although this time of season there are more. So hopefully, maybe you guys are beginning to see ads. I haven't begun to see any ad money yet, but hopefully maybe there's enough ads to go around. The other thing is every single one of my videos, it's getting better, have been flagged as ineligible due to, let's see if we've got any right now. I think view all 431 here. So everything now is okay. The last one that was flagged was this one, and I did put in a request. Now, the question is, am I going to get views after it's been unflagged? So I'm not going to get any ads while we're flagged. And usually it takes them a few days to do that review. So by the time they get around to reviewing it, nobody's watching that video anymore. Which is the negative. So I haven't made any money. You can see they all are monetized, but whether you see ads or not, I don't know. Is what it is. As far as monetization goes, I can show you how I have it set up. Let's come in here and look at an edit of one of our football managers. They're all set up the same. So monetization, I have overlay ads and skippable video ads. That's all I have. I don't have sponsored cards, and I don't put anything in the middle here. So I can insert ads wherever I want. Right now, the only break where our skippable video ad should appear is before the video here. That's where we're set up. You can come in and add them wherever you want. You can put in specific ones at places. I can build things in. Now, ideally, the best ads are going to be in the middle, right? The most useful ads are going to be in the middle of your video because people are less likely to skip or turn away, right? They're kicked back, they're watching, they're already set into the video. They're much less likely to move to come up and skip an ad. Whereas when they're beginning, they've just clicked, they've looked, they're in position, they're ready to click. But that requires you to spend a little bit of time on your placement of these ads. Build in some ad breaks into the thing, whether it's just a bit between scenes where it fades to black for a second, you can put in an ad, or whether you actually do a few, and from our sponsor or whatever that may be. It takes a fair amount of work. I've seen some other people experimenting with it, and it's been terrible. I've really, really hated it. I've commented on it. I was told that, we manually place them. I don't think they do. I think they lied to me. Or they manually placed it. They took a suggested placement, which is Google just taking a guess at where it should be in the middle. Or they picked a spot for one and then left it there for all of them along those lines. But, they're in middles of sentences, right? And I think that's terrible. So I haven't played with that until I'm regularly getting ads. I don't see a point to doing it. If I'm not actually going to get ads on my channel, I'm not going to build in ad breaks. So for the moment, this is how we have it set up. Let's look at the year as a whole in analytics. So let's look at subscribers. Okay, and now we're going to come here and we're going to look at the year. So let's just keep pulling back here till we get the year as a whole. Oh, there we go. Went a little bit too far. We got a bunch of years now. We don't need those. You can see officially, I'm not, there we go. No. Officially, I started right there. This is when I made my channel. So technically, I've had my channel for, a few years now, a couple years. Well, that says, let's see, 16, so 2 years. No, that's That must be the dates up there. So 2013, so 4 years. All right, but realistically, so a couple videos went up in 2016. A couple little people. What they are, I don't remember what my earliest stuff is. Some of these were mostly just things to show family and friends, maybe some workshop stuff, riding the motorcycle. So this is the year we're talking about right here. So over that year, we gained 181 subscribers. We've lost 41 for a net gain of about 140. So that's ish one every other day. But realistically, most of this is kind of just noise, little things here and there. This is where we start to see our pickup. And purely accidental, kind of. Accidental as far as aimed at getting subscribers, it was an accident. It was done on purpose as far as the video is made. This is when the Star Wars mod came out for RimWorld. And I released my first Star Wars mod video on May 5th, the day after May the 4th, because, well, that's when the mod came out. He was a day late on his mod. And I wasn't looking to make a May the 4th video. I just happened to log on May the 5th to make a RimWorld video, and it was there. But it means we stumbled into something. We stumbled into both RimWorld fascination and Star Wars fascination, right? And you can see right there, early on, we got a big spike. We got 6 subscribers in one day, and then we got 3 more subscribers. Now, we've lost a couple here and there, people that maybe tuned in for the first one, and the story didn't go the way they expected, or they just decided they didn't really care about RimWorld, even if they cared about Star Wars, or vice versa. And so things have gone back and forth. And you see recently we've had a little bit of an uptick again, right? So look at this. Since about the middle of November, we're beginning to see more subscribers come back in. I'm expecting that most of this, it's a combination. It's a combination of our vampire playthroughs, and it's a combination of the release of Football Manager 2018. So a little bit of both. So this is how the year's gone for us so far. If we look at more accurately, if we look at kind of about the halfway point here, right? So when the channel really kicks off here, we'll see that in kind of 8 months, we had 128 and 167. So we lost most of our subscribers here. There we go. There's our ad apocalypse, right? We had a couple months there where we were losing faster than we were gaining, and we seem to have recovered from that. And that's fine. We can go back and look at individual videos and stuff that was going on there if we cared about it. But that's essentially how our subscriber list has gone. And so it is what it is. Let's go ahead and look at, and we can see where we get our viewers from. Most of our views come from subscribers, subscribers gained, YouTube watch page, channel, search. What does it say other is? And included sources that are now in their own category. So this was a catch-all that doesn't necessarily mean anything because some of those things are here. So I guess we'll ignore that for the moment. So we can look, though, at where our subscribers are from. And you can see the majority of them are from the United States, but we get them from United Kingdom, Canada, France, Australia, Denmark, Brazil, Austria, Germany. We have one from the Ukraine. Spectacular. Hopefully we'll get a Ukraine football series going on. Romania, Portugal, Pakistan, the Netherlands. We get them from, essentially around the world. This is 1 through 25 of 132. So we've got at least one viewer from, these are 132 viewers. We lost our Polish and our Slovakian one. Maybe these are from our football series. I don't know. But we did hang on to them for whatever reason. And we lost our unknown region. We gained and lost unknown region. No geographic origin, interestingly. We don't have any subscribers or gained or lost from Venezuela, the Virgin Islands, or Vietnam, or South Africa. So clearly they need to be on the list. This is everything here, I guess. These are all the regions, maybe, right? Oh, here we go. We gained one from Japan. We gained one from Norway. I wonder if these are places that we've got views from, but we didn't get subscribers from. I wonder if that's, all the places that we've got views from, but we may or may not have gotten subscribers from. I don't know. We can look at date, and this is going to be, that goes back to April. We can skip ahead and see how these things have happened. Look at that. 5 subscribers gained on December 10th. That's a good day for us. That's a great day for me. Let's be fair. Somewhere, I thought, let's see. So that's geography. Overview, maybe. Somewhere it tells us the breakdown. Here we go. Top geographies, so United States, UK, Germany, Willkommen, Canada, G'day, and Denmark. I don't know how to say hello in Denmark, sorry. I guess G'day is Australian, so we're just combining all our UK stuff. But, you know, I don't have a toque around. I'd wear my toque just for the Canadians. I grew up in Montana, fairly close to Canada, so I speak a little bit of Canadian. So for all you hosers, that's old Canadian, because I'm old. We're running gender mix of 94 and 6. That's pretty standard for a gaming video. I would love it to be higher. At one point, we had 17% female for a very short while. I don't know what video I put out that did that. I don't know what video I put out that cost us that. I don't think I put out videos aimed directly at men, but maybe I am. Is what it is. Let me know if you think that I'm doing something that other than making a gaming video, because it's not going to change. We're going to be a gaming channel, guys. And this is probably fairly standard for most gaming channels. It's just the guys are more interested in gaming stuff for whatever reason. Playback locations, we can see almost everything's on the YouTube watch page. And we get most of our traffic sources from either suggested or the browse features. Some from our playlist, which is great for those of you that are saving the playlist. I try to put everything in a playlist, and a couple other stuff from random stuff. So this is our top 10 videos. You can see RimWorld's A New Hope, right? This was our very first one. This is our biggest one. We got 13,000 minutes worth of watch time, 3,000 views for that. In theory, we made $3 off of it. Our Lincoln test, in theory, I've made $10 off of it. Don't know why. More likely that those people are watching the ads. All right. This is probably less tech savvy people, less people that are used to YouTube. And as such, they're less likely to skip an ad because they don't really know. They don't know if they mouse down there to let them. That would be my guess. So these guys are watching ads. You guys are not. Shorty is angry about that. But that's okay. At the moment, we're not getting enough. I'm not going to pay the bills with this. I hear Copper whining and Shorty barking out there. So somebody must be walking by the house. But you can see, I mean, these are almost all Star Wars, right? Star Wars Mod. And then our Feudal Japan, which embarrassingly didn't end up with any vampires in it, but was, I think, a fun Feudal Japan one. It just didn't last for very long. So those are our top videos. And we can see some of these aren't top based on view time, right? You can see we've got a lot more view time for our Feudal Japan than most of these others. So this is one that people actually watched. A lot of these they tuned in for, but they didn't hang around for. They didn't watch much of it. And despite, you know, and these views equal to that, right? This is only gonna be 2,000 commercials. It doesn't matter how many of you watch or don't watch. If there's only one commercial on the video, there's only gonna be one potential. Whereas I could potentially make more off of this. If these guys all watched the ad, even if they didn't watch very much of the video itself afterwards, you know, potentially I could make more money here. But like I say, again, I'm not actually making, this is estimated revenue, okay? And these I probably did mostly make money on. There were ads there. So I might have made my 48 cents for, you know, this video. In general, I would say on the video manager here, RimWorld still rules the views. You know, we got 13, we got 23. I've recorded ahead a little bit here, guys, so we're going to see more of those. Darkest Dungeon has actually pulled in a few, but 28, 16, 20. So we're sitting, you know, 29, 36. These slowly add up, and we're not doing too bad. There's 23 for the Darkest Dungeon, whereas, you know, 2, 7, 11. That was a good day for football. 4, 4, 11, 11. So we're picking up. Football Manager's picking up, and we're beginning to get comments. So if we just go to the dashboard here, we'll see that most of the recent comments all have to do with Football Manager at the moment, which is great because until we get those comments, until we start building that interaction, is that a dog hair or a beard hair I got in the way, huh, Copper? Huh, Copper, what are we doing, huh, baby? You're not going to look at the camera? She says, no, I just want my butt scratched. That's all she's here for. All she's here for. Until you start getting that interaction going, your channel is really not going to grow. Interaction is probably the number one, more than views probably. Probably the number one thing on the YouTube thing that gets you more views, right? That gets you placed, that gets you listed as a, you should maybe watch this on the side type of thing, kind of placed in other videos. And it doesn't matter what that interaction is, whether it's a comment, a like, or even a dislike. Dislikes are equally helpful as far as that goes. Any sort of interaction that you've inspired generally does that. Now, if you end up with 200 dislikes for every like, then it starts to work against you. Then the dislikes start to weigh down. But a reasonable number of likes is not, or dislikes is not a negative. It's actually a positive because it counts as an interaction. I don't know a huge amount that I'm working off of. I've watched some of the creator studio classes that YouTube's done, and I've my own personal experience and watching these videos from other YouTubers as they talk about what's worked and not worked for them. So any sort of interaction helps. So this is great. So when we start getting comments from people, we'll get more. And my guess is that depending on who's making the comments is going to help somewhat with the demographic that we get placed in. So for instance, if I have a bunch of women making comments in here, then I'm more likely on a woman's video page to get my video listed on the right. You might be interested in this video as well. That's my guess. Don't know that for sure. I could be completely off base on that, but Google knows their analytics. They know target audiences. They know all that sort of stuff with their ads. They're very good at placing that sort of stuff. So if we can, in fact, if we get more interaction from one group than another, we're more likely to get shown to that group, whatever that group may be. Anyway, so our last 28 days, like I say, has been good. 20,000 views, 20,000 minutes worth of watch time, 3,000 views, which means an average view of about 7 minutes, which isn't too bad. We can look at, I think this one will tell us that here somewhere. Average view duration overall is 6.5 minutes. So 8 minutes and 45 seconds is excellent for us. That's really good. You can see we've been a little bit higher there in the past. We hit 11 minutes there and 9 minutes there. And it depends on what videos we're putting up, how long the videos are. My videos are different lengths. So, I could put up a 12-minute soccer video. I could put up a 45-minute soccer video. Most of our RimWorld stuff is 30 to 35 minutes. I aim for 30, but then I usually talk too long. I ramble on at the end. So is what it is. That was a good day, right? We had a lot of watch minutes, and we also had a lot of people watch the ads. So what tell us what day that was? We could look to see what day that is. So December 8th. Let's narrow it down. There we go. Oh, we'll go up one more there. See if we can get a little bit more of that back. There we go. As usual. Oh, actually, look at that. It was Football Manager. It's our Rooks Chorzów view. Was the top of the list that day. Interesting. And our Lincoln 210. For those of you that don't weld, I bought a Lincoln 210 multi-process welder shortly after they came out. I went looking. There were no videos online as I was making my decisions whether to buy it or not. So I decided to make a quick video. The video itself is a bit embarrassing. I used a very good camera, but that camera really had trouble with the focusing. It's not meant to be a video camera. It does video. It's a film camera. It's a Fujifilm X1 Pro. X Pro 1? I always get them confused. Anyway, it's a spectacular camera, but it's not really meant for that. And just set it up on a tripod and pray. So it's not a very well done video as far as the production quality. But for whatever reason, people watch it. I keep thinking of deleting it. But if people are watching it, and I get good comments on it. These guys aren't really looking for spectacular. They're looking spectacular production value. They're looking for information on the video. And because people keep watching it, and I continue to get good comments on it, then clearly it's useful for people. So I haven't deleted it, even if it really doesn't fit where the channel ended up, and even if it's not very well filmed. I've gone with it. And I'm a welder, so I don't have a problem with that. But you can see here, this is what people were watching that day. Return to Glory, some Vampiric, Feudal Japan is up here, some of our Vampirics up there, some Darkest Dungeon in there. A pretty good mix. Pretty good mix, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. But that was a good day for us. Again, I'm not quite sure what got us our subscriptions on that. Probably somewhere it tells you exactly like what videos people clicked on. I'm just not good enough at this. And that day, mostly US. Had a view from Brazil, Mexico, Japan, Slovakia. Interesting. Denmark, Canada. So, get Germany sneaking in there. So, as a country I've lived in, that's good. No Australia, though. Well, while we're here, we got a comment on. Oh, okay. On our Android series, let's look at the dashboard and see if that comment shows up here. Dark Luminant. Welcome, Dark Luminant. Welcome back. We missed you. I did see your comment the other day. Dark Luminant was in our Goblin playthrough. Can there be an Android? And yes, I'm the one who asked the name. You're a little bit behind, Dark. Let's pause this here. We're not trying to get an extra one in, but let's let her know this one is over. The series ended in tears quickly. I will verify that you are still on my list of names. For inclusion, big word, right? For inclusion in remote. If not, to be re-added. I can't spell some days. Another vampire playthrough. Today, probably. There's supposed to be an apostrophe in there, maybe. Will that make it fix it? Playthrough today. Okay. Thank you for your comment, Dark Luminant. And yes, we'll get you added in. We'll make sure that you are, in fact, on our list. This is why normally I don't show display capture. Not that it matters that you see that Ben Aaronovitch has a new book out. I really do like him as an author. I read 4 or 5 fairly quickly in a row. His series is good, but it doesn't. Like most series, it's pretty consistent throughout the entire series, which is a good thing, but also means I get bored eventually. So I'll get back and read the rest of the series at some point. Anyway, interesting series. Highly recommend him. Check him out. Read his books. I've bought a bunch of them. And apparently they're going to send it over and over and over again. So there's that. I don't know what else. Let's look at community really fast. I'm not sure what's on there, to be honest. So these are all our comments held for review, likely spam. Excuse me. You can see these are where our comments are coming from. Some RimWorld, some football, some Darkest Dungeon. Pretty even mix, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's going to be good. Most of you know that my game of choice is, in fact, Football Manager. That's what I play the most of. Is this going to come up? Good. And let me show you here. This is what I have installed at the moment. There probably will be new Machinki. He just did have a new update. He added the third era for those of you that like Tycoon and train games. There'll probably be another video for that coming up. I'm looking forward to that. I've been playing a lot of Railway Empire recently. So I got 14 hours in that. Probably be a video, a first look out for that in not too long, depending on how motivated I am. I've actually tried to film it about 4 times. and just haven't been happy with what we've got in. So there'll be something for that. But if we look at Football Manager 2018, which has only been out since November, I've got 320 hours into it already. This is what I play. It is. This is my game. This is. I couldn't tell you off the head who Lindsay Boraker is, whether I like her or not. Darkest Dungeon, we got about 33 hours into it. There'll be some more in there. We're mostly done with the mods as far as must be a new class. Yep, says right there, class mod. We're mostly done with the mods. We've covered the basic categories. There's a few things, maybe some monster stuff, but maybe we'll do some more look-ins as we go, because I do play it as well. Let's see. City Skylines is one I've played. Well, it only says 24 hours. It feels like I've got a lot more time in it than that. Battletech, we'll be playing that soon when the campaign, the single-player campaign comes out. That's going to be a big one. And RimWorld, of course, you guys can see we've got 328 hours into that as well, which is a fair amount. That's all time, though. So that's not since November. That's since RimWorld's been out. That's all the alphas, all the betas. Quite a bit. So those are mostly what we're playing right now. I thought maybe we'd try Titan Quest at some time. I've downloaded it. They have a new update out for it. It's from the same people that gave us Grim Dawn, which I do like. 24 hours in, and I think I did a Let's Play of Grim Dawn, or not a Let's Play, but a first look. Anyway, Titan Quest is their earlier game, completely different kind of look, even though it plays similar. So it's on here, but you can see I played but less than an hour. What else? Starcrawlers, I thought we'd do a first look on. It's kind of an old school dungeon crawler along the lines of Bard's Tale, if you guys remember that, for the old Apples and Commodores and such, where you move down the hallway one block at a time. That's that. Blueprint Tycoon's another one that I thought maybe I'd do a first look. I've looked at it and see I've got 20 minutes into it. Haven't played it extensively. Not in love with it yet. We'll see. We'll see. So this is kind of what's loaded up right now. West of Loathing is another one I've planned it. I've recorded a couple different first looks of, and again wasn't happy with them. Maybe there'll be some more of that. It's a funny game. Valkyria Chronicles is one that I loved for 95 minutes, and then something happened, and I put it down, and I've never picked it back up again. This is kind of your classic Japanese RPG. With robots and tanks, mostly tanks, which I like tanks. I like robots too, for that matter. So anyway, so we may at some point see some of this as well, and you can see they've been adding. Well, I guess that's all from a couple years ago. But anyway, we may see something. It's an old game, but we may see some of that too. Motorsport Manager came out with a big mod. We did a series for that at one point. I might have deleted it off the channel. Nobody watched it. And there were a lot of bugs in the game itself and some frustrations with it. But they've added a endurance series recently, and they've made some fixes for it. So maybe we'll come back to that. I did enjoy it. 32 hours in, I think that's a sign of enjoyment. And Divinity, I keep thinking about maybe doing some of that. I've got almost 30 hours in on it as well. But I have trouble. I have trouble with role-playing games, filming them. We've done some. We did some Shadowrun. I just don't think they record very well for a series. If you guys think I'm wrong, let me know. If there's demand for some of these, an RPG, I'll play one. I haven't seen it yet. And I think that's enough rambling for the moment. We're right at 30 minutes anyway, so that's well timed. I want to make sure I thank each and every one of you that have watched my videos, that have commented, that have liked, that have watched an ad, if you've even seen one. The comments especially, guys. I mean, I like going to the analytics and seeing subscriber lists go up. I pay a lot of attention to that. I like seeing the view counts go up. I do pay attention to average minutes watched per view. But really, what makes my day is comments. I don't always get the comments answered right away. I apologize. Sometimes just due to I'm busy. I see the comment roll up on my phone, and I don't use my phone for much, guys. So it's hiding around here in the corner. I have a good phone, but I'm old, and I just don't feel that the phone is a necessary thing. Yes, it's more powerful than most of the computers I've ever owned in my life, but I don't think of it as a computer. I think of it as a phone. It should hang up on the wall, and you spin the little deal when you need to call somebody, and that's the extent of it. I'm not likely to type anything in on it. That's the end result here. So I may see your comment come in, but whether I'm just busy with the real world, I'm working in the garage, I'm teaching, for whatever reason. I mean, I do other things than sit at the computer. It doesn't roll through, and some days it's just a mood thing. If you've watched my channels, you may or may not have seen comments. I do struggle a little bit with depression and some anxieties, and there's just days I'm not up to it. As happy as I am to see the comment, I'm not going to be able to, I know I'm not going to be able to make a video, get on there and actually interact. As much as I see the comment come in and like it, the odds of me fighting through all of that and interacting that day are sometimes slim to none, no matter how good the comment is. So if you don't get a response right away, don't get upset, and but don't get worried either. Despite that comment, I've come to grips with who and what I am long ago. There's no chance I'm going to hurt myself or do anything stupid like that. It's just some days are harder than others, right? I think we all go through that to some extent. Some people that leans farther over than other people. It's a fact of life. So, but I do love the comments. I love seeing the people come through. I love the interaction. So thank you. It really does mean a lot. This is a way for me to essentially get out of the house, even without getting out of the house, right? And having conversations and interactions with people. So I do really enjoy it. I guess that's about it. If you see something there on the list of games that you would love, let me show you the list of stuff that's purchased, because it's quite a bit bigger. So I've got about 80 games on here right now. Most of these games, if there's request, Eastside Hockey's absolutely terrible. I will not do a series of that. That may be the only one on the list that I just refuse to do any of that. If you see anything else in here, there's some fun stuff like Freedom Force on there. Some stuff that I backed but have never really played, like Heavy Gear Assault. There's a fair amount on here. Some of which I have some playtime in. I got 11 hours in on more time. Got all the Shadowrun stuff. So if there's something in there that you see that you really want, that I haven't done, let me know. What we got here? That's the original XCOM 27. I got 54 hours in on XCOM 2. I did, I beat XCOM. Did I beat XCOM? I must have. There's a lot of DLC out that I haven't picked up yet for this one. Is what it is. I think I beat XCOM. I haven't beat XCOM 2 yet. That's my belief at the moment. Yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Thanks. See anything there? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Assuming you're still here at our 8 minutes of average playthrough per video. Any comments you have based on any of this, anything you'd like to know more about how the channel's run or results or analytics or any of that, just let me know at any time. It doesn't have to be obviously today. If at some point in the future you're like, hey, what do the analytics look like this month? Is this series doing well? Is that series doing badly? Or questions on why or what I do as far as anything from the production of the videos themselves, how and why I produce videos, to how things are going, let me know. Be happy to answer those. And I hope you had a great Christmas. No, this is going to go up before Christmas. I hope you have a spectacular Christmas. I hope you spend time with family and loved ones, and you enjoy your Christmas tree. And if if you do have white stuff on the ground, I sympathize, but I hope you enjoy it for the one day. All right. And a spectacular new year. And here's to another year of YouTube. Thank you, guys. Cheers.